Hello, social media people. What's happening? This is your boy John coming at you. You lovers of vintage amps, of little foot pedals called guitar pedals that you stomp on and they make sounds. Lovers of guitars that have been played by hundreds of people. Welcome. I am with you in this obsession of music, but the music industry sucks. It sucks. It's terrible. It's awful. Most people know me on social media for music. I don't, oddly enough, advertise my advertising company, my marketing company, that much on social media. I advertise on Google, mostly for that. And I also am starting a treatment center with my brother Daniel on IOP, and that is consuming a fair amount of my time already. Most people see, tons of music on my social media. I don't post a lot, but it looks like that's all I do. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that is definitely not all that I do. I do more marketing than anything. My marketing agency is my breadwinner, 100% my breadwinner. And music has always been a side hustle. I've been full-time before, 5 or 6 years in my life, full-time. And I've regretted it every time when I've tried to go full-time. Even when the money looked good, there was always strange things that would happen. Canceled tours, not getting paid for it. Of course you're not getting paid. Maybe a little bit of kickback, but we're not talking about enough to really pay the bills. You're definitely scrambling for gigs. So my whole rant, just to put things into perspective, is from my viewpoint as a session player, touring musician, club player, and producer of music. Okay? I do not have experience being an artist. I do not have experience in the A&R background music scene. I don't have experience in any of those things. So this is a rant. If you do those 4 things, or you're interested in doing those 4 things, or you just want to hear a guy bitch and complain, you're at the right place. So session player, touring player, club player, and producer. The music industry sucks for these things. It's terrible. So I'm going to do a little side-by-side comparison with my marketing agency versus my music. Okay? I have 4 children and a wife. My beautiful wife, Selby, is stay-at-home. I am the breadwinner of our family. She has been a very successful hairstylist in our marriage, and we retired her not too long ago from being a hairstylist. We've owned a hair salon in California, loved it. It was awesome. We sold it. She did some hair work in Franklin, Tennessee, killed it. That was awesome. We decided to retire her for her to focus on the 4 kids, which is awesome. Loving it, by the way. It's amazing. If you don't have a stay-at-home wife, you should give it a try. It's very cool. If she wants to do that. If she wants to do that, it's amazing. Side-by-side comparison for a husband providing for his wife and 4 children, marketing versus music. Okay. It's pretty much all pros to marketing and all cons to music. There are some cons in marketing for sure. With marketing, the cons come with getting leads. The companies I market for quite a few. They're doing well getting leads. They're doing well. But if you are in marketing, and especially if you're new to it or haven't been doing it a long time, getting to the point where you know how to take a client to getting leads can be difficult. That can be a con. It's not a con for me right now. It's going great, but it can be a con for many. Another con is that everybody wants to get into marketing. So getting a job in marketing that's not entry level, where you're grinding, getting your boss coffee. from the Keurig every day and going and, making sure that you do the sandwich run because he needs a BLT by 2 p.m. Unless you're wanting to do that, getting a good marketing job can be difficult. Those are the cons to marketing. Everything else is great. Finding good help is easy. I love working with the clients. Most clients are really great. If those leads are coming in, they're happy. And it's simple. It's awesome. When I land a client, for many people, the money that I get from that could be half of their monthly salary that they get from any given job. So landing even one client can make a big difference. Even a client that doesn't pay as well is still making a difference. If I need to make X amount of money to pay for a Hawaii trip coming up, or Selby and I just went to Europe, spent 2.5 weeks in Italy and Switzerland, and if I want to not, change our budget at all and I want to pay for it, I just need to land a certain client or X amount of clients and the money's there. Good to go. Good to go. There's also a lot of passive money in it too if you got people working for you like I do. So you got some passive opportunities there. The blue collar starts to turn into a white collar. It's nice. Music. Sucks. Okay, why does it suck? There's so many stories I can give, or examples of friends and myself too, and of awesome things that happen in music and the cons. Let me say some of the awesome things first about music. It's in my blood. It is part of who I am. I'm never going to stop playing. I will always be touring. I'll always be doing sessions. I just love it. But I love it the most when I don't rely on it. When I don't rely on it, I love it the most. I enjoy it more. It feels great when it plays a secondary role in my other jobs. I just love it in that scenario. It's kind of like a part-time job in a way, if you want to call it that. Even if I make full-time income doing it, I still view it as like a part-time job. The pros are simply, it's in your blood. If you're a musician, you love music and you have to be playing. It's part of your soul. It's a spiritual thing. You have to play. Play music. Enjoy it. There's few things more fulfilling in life than playing with people that you love playing with, recording with people you love recording with, other people that are really talented, especially those who are more talented than you. And they push you intellectually, and you make wonderful music, you make great friends and connections. Those are all the pros. Those are and it's why it's addicting. Music is quite literally addicting, which brings in the cons. It's addicting, okay? Literally, it's addicting. There's like a dopamine kick that we get from music. That's why people make stupid decisions in music, and they'll do things in desperation to keep jobs. They will allow themselves to be abused. They will take gigs for no money. They will, sleep with the lead singer who's gross. I have no idea, right? They'll do anything to play because it's a drug, and it gives self-esteem to people that are looking for a purpose in life, okay? I'm here to tell you that music, while it can give you some purpose in life, that it can also tear everything down. So you got to be careful. It's spicy. It's tricky. It's a gamble. I'll give a story that recently happened. I produce from time to time, not often, but my producing company ranks high on SEO because I'm in marketing, so I can actually SEO, search engine, my producing in Nashville. So I get contacts every month for people that are wanting to make albums and CDs and whatnot. But here's my problem with that. What happens is these guys will, or girls will, want to record an album, and I'll do a pitch. And then they'll want to talk about every song. Now, this is before they paid anything. They haven't paid a dime. And they'll send you 13 AI songs. 13 or something. Hey, give me notes on all of these. Tell me what you think about them. Which ones are the best? I'm having trouble on the bridge on song 5. Would you be able to send me something that would help me on the bridge? So they basically start auditioning you. Let me go back to marketing world, okay? One of my pitches is a free 1 hour consultation. So it's free. And I will talk with a client about their marketing needs. And I will do a whole report on their competition in the area and tell them what they're up against. Give them expectations. That's a big deal in marketing. Telling them what to expect and being very blunt with them about that. Not you're getting leads in 1 week. You might be 6 months. It might be 2 months. You don't know. But here's what to expect and here's how we'll get there. And I give them a whole breakdown. I give them SEMrush reports, social media reports, all kinds of stuff. And that's for free. 1 hour consultation. After that 1 hour is done, they get nothing until they pay me. Nothing. I might answer a little question if they follow up with something, maybe something little. But they're not getting anything. Okay, 1 hour consultation. And the only reason I even give that is my retention's pretty high. If I can do a 1 hour consultation with somebody, I usually, half the time I'll land the client, even if they're talking to like 5 other agencies. I usually half the time I'll land the client. I don't know if 50% is a good number. I'd like to up that, but if I sound like I'm bragging, I guess I am. It's a little bit of a pitch. If you're a business owner, call me. Love to get you on my team. That's that world, okay? Once they sign on, it is a monthly reoccurring, pay. And you just keep adding clients, and each one of them pays you monthly. That's all they get is a 1 free hour consultation. Back to music now, okay? Shitty music. These artists will send you all these AI songs, and then they'll ask. And so I was with a colleague, and we were doing a pitch for a guy, and he sends all this material, tons of material. And another person that we did a pitch for did the same thing, and she worked out. She actually ended up going through and recording her album, but with us. But this other dude, sends us all this stuff, and then he's got my phone number, my colleague's phone number, and we shouldn't do that. He starts texting us nearly daily, asking questions about this and that song and this song. So he's already trying to get free work and advice. My colleague is awesome. He'll reply. I've got no time, but my colleague does that. I mostly do the marketing. He does like the sales part of it. At the end of the day, he doesn't follow through, and he doesn't decide to record with us. He sticks with some studio in Michigan that probably blows, okay, with session players as good as your 8-year-old son. I don't know. I'm not saying that there are bad musicians in Michigan. There are going to be some amazing musicians, but I'm just going to say it, Nashville's the best place to record. It just is. For the price, your Michigan price is going to be the same, if not more. And Nashville, you are literally getting the best session players in the world. You don't need to even call me, man. I'm like 3rd call, 4th call. Okay, all my heroes are. You can record with all my heroes for the same price you would pay me. So I'm like, I love being on sessions, but they're part of it's like I'm in a session and I'm like, why am I even here? Like, you can call anybody. You could call Paul Franklin, Eddie Dunlap, any of these guys that are like ridiculous, Nathan Keeterly, like just phenomenal talent. Phenomenal talent. Brent Mason still does sessions. It recorded on everything, and he would be considered expensive, but if you were to hear his rates, most people that have any money can afford it. And you're getting like the best country chicken picking player of all time, right? It's all very affordable. So that's my little rant about music versus marketing and how music just blows. The music industry, I should say. If you want to do music, don't go into it thinking you're going to make a lot of money. Now, in the artist world, that's a world I can't speak into. There's tons of people in Nashville that are artists that make a lot of money, and most all of them make nothing. Okay, they make nothing. Players make more money on average than artists. Even artists that sell decent tickets, that can sell that can sell out even the Ryman. You would be surprised how little money they make. They do it for the passion. They do it because they believe in it and they love it. And the bad ones do it because they're addicted to it, and the good ones do it because they're slightly addicted to it, but they just love it and they're into it. And it's really a passion-based thing. You got to be passionate about music. I will never, ever, I haven't trusted my income from music in like 5 years or so. I don't trust it. Even if things are going incredible, my calendar doesn't look like a snowstorm. It looks like it's full, and I won't make it full. I can't do full anymore. But even if I got all the best stuff going on, I never let go of my clients, my marketing clients. Still gonna start this treatment center with my brother. That takes priority big time. So if you're in music and you're frustrated, know that you have friends and people that are crying and bitching with you, okay? Because it's a shit show out there.